Today we need to get into a long post that was made about V and what happened there, and then we have a gift allegedly that was given to V by a female idol and what that gift was. We need to talk about it, and of course we have V confirming something before it came out and before he went to the military. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave. Decide hate it or not, make sure to subscribe with the notification bell on, grab your dumplings, hey Spling Mug merch, and let's go. So the first one we have is a very fun one that I think is a conspiracy theory. I don't know how clear it is or how much of a coincidence it is or not, and I don't think we're ever going to find out. However, what I'm talking about is so cute and so fun. I really do think you would enjoy this story. Fans love to think that BTS members love to put Easter eggs and things, and sometimes there are Easter eggs, and other times I'm not sure if it's Easter eggs or if it's they did this thing and then they decided, oh, maybe we should go this direction with it, because sometimes it's easier to do that when you realize you've done something and you've already planted what could be Easter eggs, so then you just decide to go that route. So a lot of times people will look at older BTS moments from like many eras ago and then say, oh my god, look, they hinted towards that because look at the era that they're in now, and it has so many references back to that old one. Well, sometimes they literally, just before making the current era, they just look back at old stuff and just decide to base the new stuff on that older era, if that makes sense. And so I don't know what's happening here, but let me explain. Let me talk about it. A little while ago, before V enlisted, he posted a picture of him showing coffee, and this later paid back as when he was announced as the ambassador or the face of Composed Coffee. So people took that when he posted the Instagram photo, he knew that he was going to be announced as the ambassador for the brand. And this was him hinting towards coffee before he enlisted. Now, apparently people have discovered that there is another hint with this photo that he posted, or people believe it's a hint. So on Instagram, if you don't know, and if you don't post on there, you can post a song with the photo. So I think that was their way to compete with TikTok, and they allow you to basically have a snippet of a song play while people are scrolling and viewing the photo. So V picked that song and was titled I Wonder. And that was very interesting to people because that happened to be the name of Jungkook and JHope's new song. So people were definitely wondering if V knew about the song, and then just like when he was looking for a song to post with his photo, he decided to just look for a song with that exact same name. And I guess they happened to be another song with that same name. Now, there's of course many theories that could go along with this. The one that immediately came to my mind was, I don't know if he would have been aware of the song before it came out. I'm not saying 100% he would not be aware, but I just figured nothing was done yet, because when JHope enlisted, I imagine the song and the stuff were not 100% done yet, hence why he did not put it out yet. So they were just kind of working on it while JHope was in the military, which to me would have meant that V or any of the BTS members may not have been entirely aware of what the track list was going to be and when the song would come out. Of course, the latter, and what everyone else believes, could very much be true too, is that he did hear the song and JHope did show it to V and everyone else before they all enlisted. Of course, we'll never know the actual truth and if this was meant to be an Easter egg or if this was just a coincidence. But speaking of V, there has been some very fun moments that have come out of the military that I think are worth noting. Specifically, we have a moment where a soldier talks about V recently and what he is like at the camp. This one is also very, very cute, and I think most of you will have a fun time hearing this story. So I believe it came out that a soldier decided to post on social media about his experience meeting V, and specifically his experience asking V for an autograph. Now, I don't know about the other members, but apparently V is very restrictive and very selective on who he gives his autograph to, and makes sense. This is not really a bad thing. I think when we hear this, we tend to think, oh, why would he do this? Just like anyone who would ask for an autograph should get one, right? But it's not as simple as that, because a lot of people will tend to get an autograph just so that they can later sell it, or just so that they can make money off of it without ever being like a real fan. This of course is bad because this is supposed to protect the fandom. So most people might think that this is kind of fine, like if they're going to sell something, then no one is hurt. Doesn't hurt the artist, doesn't hurt anyone, but it hurts the fans that are buying it. Because then the person selling it can like price gouge this piece of paper with an autograph on it and sell it for like $1,000, and someone will buy it, so it hurts the fan. Now, how V is selective with this autograph is actually what the post was about. The particular soldier says that what they would do is grab a post-it and they would write their name on the post-it and ask V to sign it. Apparently and hilariously, V makes the soldier and anyone who asks for an autograph to pass a quiz before the autograph is given. The first one being, what are the BTS members' names and what is a particular BTS song. And apparently if you do get these answers wrong, he will link arms with another officer or soldier in the room and then chase you out. Now these are extremely basic questions. If you don't know the answers to these questions, then obviously you do not deserve an autograph. You should definitely know the BTS members' names. And as for like a specific song, I'm sure he doesn't expect you to like know every single song, but I'm sure the song that he's asking about would probably be one of their hit songs. So you should definitely know those. And these are not questions like, what is my favorite meal? Or what is RM's favorite meal? You know, these are more questions that I think any general, even newer fans would know the answer to. Apparently this was inspired by a moment in Jinny's Kitchen, which, you know, was his reality show that he did right before he enlisted. And if you're interested, we do have a Patreon where we all come together, the community here and myself, and we watch a bunch of these funny moments, such as Jinny's Kitchen, and we have a good time laughing and fangirling over these cute moments. Currently, there's a $1 tier that has limited spots, but it is still open, and I would love to see you over there if you're interested in joining us. So I will leave a link at the top of the description. But anywho, there has been rumors going around about V's dating life, and I think it's very interesting because the news pretty much said that V broke up with Jennie, and the likelihood of him dating while he's in the military and doing his training is probably going to be slim to none. I think it's very shocking to people to hear that someone can go years without dating, and that definitely can happen to a lot of people in entertainment and happens to a lot of entrepreneurs, musicians, and people who are career focused. However, there were rumors that V received a Valentine's Day gift at the camp. Now, I don't know where this rumor came from, and I didn't really see any official sources talking about this, but there were some rumors going around saying that he was receiving gifts at the camp. Now, would V receive gifts at the camp? Absolutely. However, would it be from a significant other or a lover? Probably not. If he were to receive any gifts from Valentine's Day, it would likely be from fans or armies that are trying to seduce him. Many people are still going over this idea that it's likely Jennie and another female idol that's trying to do this, but just think about how risky this is for someone to send the idol gifts while they're at the camp, and specifically send it to the camp. And I think a lot of people forget that the military soldiers are allowed to go home. I don't just mean like from vacation and stuff like that. I mean, they get to go home on the weekends. Usually the weekends they have off. And I think in some training or some sort of training, there is even like a 9 to 5 thing where after work, they can literally just go home. And I don't mean like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I mean, it could be from like 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. But there are hours in which they can go home, at least here in the US. And then it's believed globally soldiers are just allowed to go home on the weekends. So if any lover were to send a gift, they would probably send a gift to his apartment so that he can receive it. Also, so there's no way that it would get lost. And I think people also forget that the BTS members all have luxury apartments in which they can literally have their package be held by a doorman for as long as the doorman will hold it for. And usually there's like a specific room in which they can hold things for, and there's probably no time limit in which it can be all held. The doorman in these buildings typically knows everyone in the apartment, and if V comes back from the military, whenever he has off, he's able to just get the package. The mailman will literally just give it to him and say, hey, you got this, here it is. Of course, it's not utterly surprising to see a really handsome and successful person and feel like they probably got a lot of gifts on Valentine's Day. The truth of the matter is they probably didn't get that many because they didn't want their fans to send anything to the military, and if they were to get something from their close friends and family, it would probably be their apartment. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out Patreon for more videos. Link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.